Trade Secrets for Homeowners, episode 22. 22. So, what are we doing now? Well, we just did a roofing episode, but what I'm doing now is, past couple of days, I've been working in the trailer park wood shop, and I've got it prepped and ready for drywall. You know, my wiring's done through here to wire, and this is where the built-in's going, you know, this is where you're plugging your DVD player right there and that crap. The plug for the gas fireplace and for the TV, and I bumped the whole wall out a foot and all that crap. But so on and so forth. I mean, this is all, you know, it's more framing and drywall. I've done like 3 or 4 episodes on that already. So I'm going to take you into screen door land. See, I got a buddy who's got a Harley garage, and he likes to hang out in his garage with his Harleys, and it's a real nice garage. But the problem is that all the bugs keep flying in and, you know, chewing on them and all that. So we're going to build a screen garage door system that is easily removable, doesn't require screws, with a little bit of redneck ingenuity along the lines of a, you know, wooden telescoping staircase down a cliff. So what I've done here is I'm dadoing out a frame pieces, and I got one sanded. I mean, honestly, I probably should have started the video a while ago, but sometimes I'm busy. But anyways, so it's the old screen repair system. I bought this at Lowe's. No big deal, but, you know, I got a little sampler piece there. And one-handed, I can't do it, but you see, you whack that with a rubber mallet, and it holds the screen into the groove. And we're going to do like a peg system on the bottom of it, where I'm going to have 2 metal pegs coming down, and they're going to go into the concrete. So you can just like, boop, set the panel in place, and then a sliding lock on top. It's going to have a door in it so that he can ride his Harleys right out the door and onto the street. So welcome to yet another episode. I hope that you've liked and subscribed and told all your family and friends to do so also. But stay tuned, and I'm going to show you how to make, you know, this that you can't even buy. So I'm going to run my sandpaper down the little groove here just to open it up a little bit. Make it a little easier to get my screen rope into the groove there. And, you know, this is the kind of stuff I like doing. I'll tell you what, I like making things that don't have a plan, that require some engineering, a little bit of skill. Yeah, it's going to look sweet. Let's see how the stain looks. Alrighty, I got my stain in action. This is my favorite board right here. Look how pretty that is. Wouldn't it be nice if all the lumber was consistent? But, you know, we live in a democratically run country, so it's a bunch of third world garbage. And I'm using some ebony Minwax wood finish. And, you know, is it dark enough? I don't know. Again, let's go back to artistic opinion. Okie dokie then. So, you know, in between the job I've been doing with Tommy and the screens, I've been doing some siding on the wood shop. And I went over to the house and I got my numbers and my layout, and now I've got the garage door opening for our screen door system plotted out on the floor. And we're going to do 2 panels at 63 3/4 with an opening in the middle, approximately 62 inches. I'm going to do the 2 side ones first. We're going to do the old Craig jig again. You know, the old Craig jig, I showed it to you. It was episode 4. Square cuts with the Craig jig, and I think that is probably going to give us the strongest hold, because these panels are going to be removable. They're not permanent, so as he moves them, you don't want those side joints to be breaking loose. So let's get started, shall we? So I got my basic frame pieces cut, and there's the old Craig jig. You guys remember this, right? I think it was Jeff's barn door or Tom's built-in. I don't remember. Just stick that in there one-handed. And do the other side, another hole. Making a hole. And pop-a-doop-a-loo. And there you go. Remember that? Okay. And don't forget your glue, and I like to use a really expensive horsehair brush on my glue. But you know, you're going to put a little on the end there, your board, where they come together. Try not to overdo it, because when you screw them together, it's going to splorch out all over. You'll have to sand. We are going to have to stain this again, because of our cut ends and of our drill holes. So one more coat of stain on there. Besides, it'll darken it up, make it look cool. Okay, so that's one down. You see how I gotta hit the ends there? Alright, your trade secret is take your time and plot it out. So, I got all my grooves that I dadoed for my little screen rope to go into. Now I'm gonna have to complete these ends out. And I'm gonna do that with probably, I don't know, the Rockwell. I could, you know, set up a router and put in a little 1/8" router bit, which I don't even own, and it would take me probably 3 or 4 days to do all that. And this is just regular number 2 pine from Lowe's, nothing fancy, and it's going over a garage door in a Harley garage, so the bugs don't get in while you drink beer, and it's your EPA, and it's a mobile home wood shop, so give me a break. You see what I'm talking about? Look at that. I mean, I dug through the pile over there at Lowe's for a half hour just trying to find decent wood. So that's why we're not getting crazy fancy and I'm not setting up a router table and all this crap. I didn't charge them to do that. It's not like I'm hitting them, you know, for $1 million here. But, you know, I just want you to realize that there's a lumber shortage. I mean, if you want to build a deck, put up a fence, buy wood of any kind other than basically SPF framing lumber, they're out of everything. And that is how communists and socialists turn your country into a third world country. First of all, they burn it all to the ground and smash everything. And then they take away all the lumber so there's nothing to fix it with. Figure it out. This is why my saw doesn't have a guard on it, so I can line it right up on the mark exactly, because the laser that comes with this unit or any other saw is way off. Trade secrets. Okay, there's the second panel. Those are our 2 sides. Yep, every screw that I drive gets me closer to my goal of selling this trailer and getting a sailboat. I can smell that salt air already. God, I can't wait. With my special horsehair paintbrush. Only the finest here at Camp Snowbird Woodworking. Only the finest. Okay, I horfed down a bowl of gourmet Chef Boyardee cheese raviolis. And I went through and gave you a little buffing up. So when you glue it and then you sand it up a little bit, or I also dadoed out the rest of the notch there, you can see. Yeah, and I used the Rockwell over there on the floor. You guys have seen that tool before. But when you got the glue in the joint like that, and you sand her down, glue goes down in the crack, or the sawdust goes down in the crack, and it sticks in there and fills the crack in. So it's always a good idea, right after you got her assembled and glued, go ahead and give her a buffing. Trade secrets. Alrighty then, I got my 3 panels. I've done another coat of stain. You see how I filled the cracks and the holes and all that stuff up real good there. Yeah, so, you know, and now it's a waiting game. I mean, you got more time on setup and dry time than you do in actual physical construction. So, like, you know, I would love to be able to charge some, you know, like $1,800 would probably be fair. But I'm like half that price because really, I'm just going to be working on the building here while the shit dries. I mean, that'd be like me sitting on a bucket, you know, playing on my phone and getting paid $65 an hour. Not really fair. Not really fair at all. It's a waiting game. Still kind of tacky. It's 4 o'clock. Let's take a brief moment and do the Trade Secrets for Homeowners History Minute. Did you know that back in the 60s and the 70s, the socialist and communist college kids did the same exact thing back then that they're doing now? And they failed. And that was like with 3 TV channels. You guys are not going to defeat social media. I hate to tell you, but you're going to definitely fail this time. Just like communism. You know, communism always fails. It's failed since the dawn of time. You know, Venezuela has been the latest failure. It's a failing system, a failure of an idea. Fail. So I just want all of my viewers and subscribers to know that Relax, man. It's only a matter of time for these little shits figure it out. They're not going to figure it out until they get their asses kicked. So let's sit back and enjoy the show. Still not dry. So we got 2 coats of stain. We got 2 coats of clear coat. Now I'm going to beef up. I use that Kreg jig, right? And I screwed all my joints together, but I'm still going to beef them up. This is the door. So I got some flat gudgeon plates that I'm going to put on there too. And then for the side panels, I got these little angly dangly jobbers. So that's going to help strengthen things up. I mean, they are movable panels that aren't going to be left in the wintertime in place. So they're going to be able to be taken apart, moved around, and put into storage. 1 down and a dozen to go. So my trade secret for dealing with these little Vietnamese, Chinese, Indian, Hindu, microscopic screws is you're going to want to get a little drill bit and drill a little pilot hole and run it in with your screw gun very gently, because it's very easy to strip these out. They're made out of the cheapest metal known to man. Thank you, Obama. People wonder why we carpenters charge so much money. Does that look like enough screws? No. You think that. What if you stripped one out? What if you dropped one? They're microscopic. You think they would give you 2 extra ones? No, of course not. That's what you get for voting Democrat. Don't do it. My guess is that in one of the other packages I'll probably have some extra screws, because that's Chinese quality control. Vote Republican. You can see right there it's made in China. I mean, are you surprised? I'm not. So let's see, we got the handle, a couple of spring hinges, got the screws, we got a hooky latchy deal. Okay, where in the fuck's the other half of it? Thanks, Barack Obama, you piece of crap. 4 holes, 4 screws. 4. Oh, ching ching chow. You don't speak English? Back to store, GI. Ha ha ha. Well, okie dokie then. There's our door. Screen in it. Hinges assembled. And let's go over how it's done. Alright, I'm going to stick you in my duct tape tripod on a bucket. First thing we're going to do, ka-chow! So, if you don't have anyone around to help you do this, here you go. Here's your helper to hold it for you. We need to staple the crap out of it. Come around here to the other side. I'm pulling it tight. See? Just tack it onto the floor there. That holds it tight for you. Mexican helper. Okay, I'm just using a wedge. Yeah, right here. Wedgie. The wedge, you bang it in there and get one end started and put you in the tripod. Only the finest of camera equipment here at Trade Secrets for Home Arts. So I got one end started. I'm going to come over here. And here's the trade secret for screen installation. I'm going to pull my screen rope nice and tight. Put my knee on it. Get this end going. So now I got it nice and straight and good and tight. Stick the wedge in there. Tippity tappity. Tappity tippity. Chipper, copper. Stick some holes. So now I'm going to go back over on this end. Just chipper tappery. Just the wedge. Rubber mallet. Yeah, you guys, I'll tell you what, you get all this information for free and never give me any money. I think the greatest tool that you could have at your disposal for making screens is patience. It's very tedious, very time-consuming work. But I'm not a full-time screen shop, so I don't have a machine. I just make screens. Okay, Okay, did that side. Now I'm going to go over and do the opposite side. See, got that end started. I pull it over tight. I got it in there, pinned in there. Now that's pulling the screen tight. Trade secret. The other one I got for you, see my little pillow there? If I got to be on my knees all day long, those knee pads get to be really uncomfortable. Unless you're wearing jeans, the straps will start cutting in the back of your legs. So a little trade secret for you, get an old pillow. What's the matter with you, Screen Rope? Don't you want to go home? Are you too good for your home? That's your home, Screen Rope! Okay, so now that I've done the top, and then I got the bottom, my little trade secret for you is I come over here, I got the side started, I've released my staples. Reason why is now the tension from me pounding into this groove is being pulled from the other side over there off of those staples, and therefore is getting the screen nice and tight. The further I go, the tighter it gets. Boing, boing, boing. So, trade secret. And there's a little bit of a technique to the rope install. Watch as I kind of roll this wedgie around. Let's roll it in, starting with one corner. Rolling that rope into the groove. I hope I shot video of me milling this groove. I don't even know what it is. Just work it on down. You know, you don't need to pound the crap out of it. You're not trying to murderize it. You're just trying to get it in there nice and tight and consistent as you can. Okay, that side's done. The last side, I'm coming over here. I'm going to pull my screen off my staples. Go. Reason why is when you're driving these down, you're going to be applying pressure to both sides at the same time. You don't want to do that. No. Okay, 3 down and 3 to go. That's about almost 2 hours a panel. Oh yeah. The year is 2025, and I finally got the screens all assembled. Blada bing, blada boom. Well, the screens I built wouldn't fit inside the van, so I strapped them to the roof, but I did make it down to the customer's house, and let me tell you, it was hair-raising. How's that for shipping and handling? Shipping and handling. Whew, that was hair-raising, but I made it. I'm all set up, and I'm getting ready to install. And like I said in the beginning of the video, here's a hammer drill. This is for putting holes in concrete. And here's my adjustable pegulas. And those are 2 inches long, so I can back them out. And the first thing I'm going to do is stand up my panel and mark it and pop a couple holes. So I pop my holes. See that? My little peggy holes. And now I'm adjusting my pegs to get them to the right height so she sits in there snuggly wuggly. Alright, I got my 2 side panels installed. You can see what I was talking about right there. With my hole in my peg. See that? Right. That'll work. Okay, so we got our door in the hole. Up here. So now I'm going to go around. I'm going to measure the tires. Because the whole point of this was being able to ride out the garage. 12 on this one. Like a yeah, 13, 14 center, 12, 14 center, and something like, yeah, between 12 and 14 center. So let's clamp that on there. Alrighty then, after a whole bunch of monkeying around, I found out the garage door opening was 3/4 out of square, but we are in and we are done. And this has been episode 22, 23 of Trade Secrets for Homeowners. Remember to like and subscribe as always. Down in the description will be my PayPal link. So maybe, you know, if you guys want me to make better videos or get my teeth fixed, you know, you can kick me some cash for that. But next we're going to go out in the middle of a field with no shade and build a barn on a concrete pad that's 8 inches out of level. Stay tuned.